Alright everyone, welcome back to Joe Man's Land. I hope you're having an amazing day. It's Canada Day weekend, hence why the weather is so terrible. I was planning on doing my drone review because that drone hermit video I did actually did quite well in the view counts. I was thinking I would follow up today with the DJI Mavic Air review, but that is not today because as you can see the weather is terrible and it's one of my favorite pieces of gear. So I decided because the weather's so bad I would review my least favorite piece of gear, that being the Carsen 35mm f3.5 full frame, or so they say, film SLR lens. It's actually my least favorite lens I've ever picked up. There's vignetting, it's basically unusable. So I thought I would challenge it to its max in sort of rainy, inclement weather. But first, let's have a quick look at the lens. It comes in sort of a goofy little case, which, you know, it's funny, when I picked it up, I thought because it came in the case, it was gonna be super fancy, super cool. It was not. Got it for about 20 bucks. Well, actually, no, I got it on a bundle deal with two other lenses. The fella who sold it to me just kind of threw it in because I think he knew deep down that it was a horrible piece of junk. I couldn't really find that much on Carsen. I think as far as I know, actually, they were an Olympus distributor here in Canada and basically rebranded some kind of subpar Olympus glass back in the 1940s up until about 2000 as their own. So this lens could be anywhere from 1946 all the way up to the year 2000. I have no idea, but here it is. Here's a horrible little lens. It's an M42 screw mount on this little guy. The aperture goes from 3.5 to f22. So we will actually stop that down at one point tonight and try to do some long exposures. Let's just have a size comparison. This lens was, well, basically free, and you guys can see it's quite small. This is my 35mm f1.7 Nikon Z lens, and this cost right around $800 when I bought it brand new. And as you can see, there is a formidable size difference between these two lenses. Obviously, this one's really great. I love this lens a ton. If you would like to see my review on that, check about my left hand now. But either way, we have this lens. We're gonna throw it onto my M42 mount. Let's see how it fits. Ooh, it's nice. One thing I do like though is the aperture wheel is stopless if you set it right on the clicker here. So that's kind of nice. One thing I already found with the focusing is it doesn't really focus too close. So we're gonna basically just focus to infinity and kind of see what we get. But anyways, we'll go out, we'll get some photos with this lens that's either from 1946 or 1980 or who knows. And we'll see whether or not it's usable in 2022 on a full frame mirrorless camera. It's not, let's go.
So one thing worth noting right now is all the footage you're seeing, all the B-roll video is shot using this lens. We are shooting at 4K 30 frames to try to optimize the quality as much as we can, but as you can see, there definitely is some clear vignetting.
Alrighty, we are going to go out and redo this video because yesterday the conditions were horrible, and as I mentioned, this is my least favorite lens in my bag. So we're going to go out during pretty much the best golden hour I've seen in Calgary in the last 2 weeks and see whether or not this lens can be used. We're going to stop at a few different spots. Actually, we're going to go the same route to start that we went on yesterday.
Now that we're out in golden hour, you can definitely see a difference in the quality of both the images and video. I would have to say I was definitely more impressed the second time around, but I would still have to say overall that the quality of this lens is just not there.
Now we're at the old Calgary Science Center, which is a really awesome postmodern building here in Calgary, and I thought it would be a good chance for us to take a better look at the Carsen lens. As you guys can see, it's very small form factor. It's an M42, which is great for the compactness, but not so great for the quality sometimes. And as you guys can see, the back aperture glass here is really small, so obviously not very good. But either way, we're not gonna let that stop us. Let's go around and see if we can use it to get some cool architecture shots of this old Calgary icon. Let's go.
You might have noticed some lens flaring at different points in the video, and this can actually be attributed to the aperture ring kind of flying around without having any control. At the beginning of the video I mentioned that it was stopless and that I liked it, but towards the end I didn't like it so much. If I even turned the camera sideways, the aperture ring would flip and then we would get an extreme lens flare that would make the video or photo unusable. So, what do you guys think of this new overdub that I'm doing? I kind of feel like I'm getting the Planet Earth thing going. The lens is used, and then they must begin to engage the wildlife of downtown Calgary. Every photo is a moment in time preserved forever.
Alright, this is the official video test of the Carsen M42 film lens. I'm sure this looks horrible. I have no idea what it looks like. Let's keep going. Alright, now we're vlogging with this lens. How does this look? Does this look usable? Probably not. Probably not even in focus. What do you guys think? Alright, so let's talk about this lens and recap. This lens is not very good. If you get it for free or someone dies in your family and bequeaths it to you, sell it for more than you bought it for, which would be zero, which is already too much. Someone would have to pay me to use this lens again, which probably no one ever will. But in a pinch, I mean, if you've got nothing else, your cell phone is broken, and the rest of your cameras are either burnt, destroyed, or have been stolen, sure, this lens could work. Then this lens could work. Then it's usable. But otherwise, do not use this lens. The Carsen is not something worth buying. I would say if someone offers it to you, it means they don't love you or they don't care. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I promise I'll come back to you guys soon with the lens that's actually kind of cool and not whatever this was. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Oh, you thought I put time into my videos and I show walking away like other YouTubers do on their journey. I don't have time for that. Hence why the video is done. I hope you hit that like button. If you didn't hit it, you never know, your pet hamster might die.